CSI Celebrity Style Inspiration.
For me, is a lot of things. It's an outlet. It's a way for me to reach people, to connect with a lot of people, like without even me knowing. When I make music, it's usually just for myself first. Then it's just super powerful that it connects to people. Like it becomes it becomes a way to connect to people, and they become stories to tell for me. From me to for other people. And music for me is very healing in a way.
I mean, all the same things. It's definitely like therapy for me on a personal level. It's something that helps me get through either feelings I'm dealing with or helps me get out of those feelings. I think it's really cool that it kind of becomes a language in itself that kind of reaches people all over the world, which is really cool. And it's kind of like a storybook. I'm a big book reader, so for me, like, my songs are moments in my life that kind of tell the story of my existence. So it's a way to kind of share that piece of myself as well. It's cool. It just kind of felt right to partner up with someone from the Philippines, and then also just doing a collab with another female I think is really cool because I hadn't done one before. And after hearing Syd's voice, it just felt like the right fit to deliver the message of the song. I'm really, really happy with how it turned out.
To have an international collab is just really crazy for me, especially it's my first collab. So everything was just I'm just super honored to have a collab with an artist like Sarah and an international artist. It was so overwhelming, but I'm very honored and very grateful.
I feel like, honestly, just the biggest challenge was just figuring out time zones. I feel like a lot of people would assume that it would be like the recording process, but Syd's a pro, and like we sent it to her and she cut the vocals and like that was it. So I think the biggest process for us, at least from my perspective, was just making sure we could figure out the time zones and figuring out when we were filming the music video what we were going to do, and just connecting with each other as best as we possibly could overseas and obviously during quarantine. But I think it worked out pretty well.
Same answer, actually. Like the recording process and everything, the communication was actually very smooth with the help of the internet. And even though we have a pandemic, like everything was fine. And and the main challenge for me, I think, is really the time zones, having meetings and everything.
I mean, I feel like there's two things. I feel like the fact that there's any feedback at all is really nice. And just the fact, I feel like a lot of people were saying that the song was super helpful for them and that they related to a lot, especially during quarantine. It can be tough for a lot of people sitting with their thoughts. It's something that not a lot of people do consistently. We're kind of used to it because that's what we do for a living. But for most people, I don't think that that's something that's normal. So it sounded like a lot of people were going through it, and this song, from what I understand, seemed to be very helpful in helping them kind of feel less alone and feel less self-deprecating, which I think is super important. So the fact that the song touched someone else somewhere else is really special.
Same answer with Sarah. I think one of the best comments and reactions is that it makes people feel less alone, and I think that's really the goal of the song.
Same with Syd, but thank you guys so much for all the love and support. Also, thank you guys for being so welcoming to me as an artist. I know most of you have probably never heard of me, so the fact that everyone was so welcoming and so kind and loving is absolutely insane. And I'm so happy that everyone loves the song as much as we do. We put a lot of hard work into it, and I'm really glad that everybody loves it.
CSI, Celebrity Style Inspiration.